Hey everyone, Angie Fenimore here. This is Phat Chat with my writing coach. Okay, we're going to talk about an article that I saw yesterday. This is in Inc. magazine. The title of the article is Bill Gates learned at an early age this lesson that takes most people a lifetime. Some people never do. And the lesson is this. Success isn't binary. It's not like if you don't absolutely hit the bullseye that it's a failure. And that is how most of us relate to success and failure. So I want to talk specifically about writing and your project and as it relates to this. So we think that we've screwed it up. But it's like, why isn't it good yet? Why isn't, if you get all the way to beta read, which I highly recommend you don't do. You should talk to me first before you do that, okay? Then you're like, oh, I've blown it, right? Or if you don't nail and figure out what that story's about and then it changes down the road, whatever. Oh, I've blown it. So one of my students once said that judging your manuscript while it's in revision is a little like putting a handful of flour in your mouth and saying, I don't like cake. Very similar. So it is a process, and I highly recommend that you locate this article and read it. It's yesterday, and it's Inc. magazine. And it's more like with writing, it's like you've got to ferret it out, you've got to search it out, you've got to tease it out. And what we would call failure is just, experience, actually, and learning what works, what doesn't work, and sorting it out. So, what we do at Calliope allows writers to really decrease the time that it takes to finish that project, because you are going to eliminate a lot of the mistakes, and you're going to learn what actually makes a story work, what makes a story viable, what makes it compelling and marketable. What is it about that story that's going to make the gatekeepers, aka literary agents or film and TV producers or publishers, say yes? You learn that, and then you're employing that all along. But even so, that doesn't make it somehow easy. It doesn't mean that you don't also have to learn and grow and sort out what that story is too, because each story just has its own life, and comes a point where it just kind of lives outside of you, and these characters have their own choices that they start making. If you're writing fiction, if you're writing nonfiction, it's which is I love nonfiction because it's so often so outlandish you couldn't make it up. But point is, it's true for everything, for all writing. Okay, so don't forget, if you're judging yourself and saying that you're just you suck as a writer, because we all say that sometimes to ourselves, right? Don't forget that if you've missed the bullseye, it's not a failure. What it is it's learning, right? And so then you have access to what does work. A lot of times with writing, in order to find what does work, you have to find what doesn't work first. Okay, not this, not this, not this, not this, not this, which eventually points to this. Okay, all right. So, and also if you're dealing with it, figure out a way to take a little break. I am in an undisclosed secret location, away from my house with my my daughter. We are on a writing retreat. She's over there writing right now, listening to me and laughing. But we're actually going through my own curriculum, and we're working on our books, and we are doing easy peasy. It's like anything that's stressful, I'm sorry, that's off the menu. We're not doing that. And also, I'm not checking news right now. And so you'll still hear from me. I'm still doing Phat Chat with my writing coach, but pretty much other than that, I'm like not checking social media. I'm not, for sure, not looking at the news, really not looking at politics, right? It's like what we did last night is we binge watched some anime. That's right. Promised Neverland. And which all of my children have been trying to talk me into anime again, and I was just like, no, not my genre. But my daughter watched A Simple Favor for me, and so I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch one episode. They're like 22 minutes long, and I'm like, I finally fell asleep at like 4 o'clock in the morning. In the middle. So anyway, the point is, everything is viable. Every story is viable. Every genre works. Everything works as long as it's told effectively. Okay, and part of that is not relating to your writing, like success and failure. Okay, you got to give that up. It's absolutely missing the mark that will reveal what works. So there you go. All right, here's your challenge. Take it or leave it. Well, how about this? In light of that new definition of success, which is relating to what we normally call a failure as learning experience, how about it's, like be like a 5-year-old, the way a 5-year-old learns. They don't go, oh, I messed up that mud pie, do they? Right? Okay, so be a child AF. There you go. All right, ciao for now.